Have you ever felt like you're on an emotional roller coaster with intense ups and downs that seem to come out of nowhere? For some people, this isn't just a fleeting experience, it's their daily reality. I'm Dr. Sarah Thompson, a clinical psychologist, and today we're diving into the complex world of borderline personality disorder, or BPD. Imagine your emotions are like the volume on a stereo. For most people, there's a range of settings from low to high. But for someone with BPD, it's like the volume is always cranked up to maximum. Every feeling is intense, overwhelming, and hard to control. BPD affects about 1.6% of the adult population, though some estimates suggest it could be as high as 5.9%. That's millions of people worldwide struggling with a condition that's often misunderstood and stigmatized. So what exactly is BPD? It's a mental health disorder characterized by a pervasive pattern of instability in interpersonal relationships, self-image, and emotions. People with BPD often experience a deep fear of abandonment, intense and volatile relationships, and a fragile sense of self. Let's break down some key symptoms. First, there's emotional instability. Someone with BPD might go from feeling happy to intensely angry or deeply sad in a matter of hours or even minutes. These mood swings are often triggered by interpersonal stress, a perceived slight from a friend, a minor disagreement with a partner, or even a change in plans. Then there's the fear of abandonment. This isn't just a preference for company, it's an overwhelming dread of being left alone. This fear can lead to frantic efforts to avoid real or imagined abandonment, like constantly calling or texting a partner, or threatening self-harm if someone tries to end a relationship. Impulsivity is another hallmark of BPD. This might manifest as reckless driving, substance abuse, binge eating, or excessive spending. These behaviors often serve as attempts to cope with intense emotions or to feel something, anything, in moments of emotional numbness. People with BPD also struggle with their sense of self. They might feel like they don't know who they are, or their self-image might fluctuate dramatically. One day they might feel confident and capable, the next worthless and incompetent. So what causes BPD? Like many mental health conditions, it's likely a combination of factors. There's evidence of a genetic component, with BPD being about 5 times more common among close biological relatives of those with the disorder. Environmental factors also play a role. Childhood trauma, particularly emotional or physical abuse or neglect, is common in the histories of people with BPD. Brain imaging studies have shown differences in certain areas of the brain in people with BPD, particularly in regions involved in impulse control and emotional regulation. However, it's not clear whether these differences cause BPD or result from it. Diagnosing BPD can be challenging. Many of its symptoms overlap with other disorders, and it often co-occurs with conditions like depression, anxiety disorders, eating disorders, and substance abuse. That's why it's crucial for diagnosis to be made by a mental health professional after a comprehensive evaluation. Now let's talk about treatment. The good news is that BPD is treatable, and many people with the disorder do get better over time. The most effective treatment is psychotherapy, particularly specialized approaches like Dialectical Behavior Therapy, DBT, or mentalization-based therapy, MBT. DBT, for instance, teaches skills for managing emotions, tolerating distress, and improving relationships. It's like giving someone a toolbox full of strategies to handle life's challenges. Medication may also be used to treat specific symptoms or co-occurring conditions, but there's no single medication that treats BPD itself. Recovery from BPD is a journey, not a destination. It requires hard work, patience, and support. But with proper treatment and support, many people with BPD learn to manage their symptoms effectively and lead fulfilling lives. If you or someone you know might be struggling with BPD, remember, help is available and recovery is possible. Reach out to a mental health professional for an evaluation. And if you're supporting someone with BPD, educate yourself about the disorder and consider joining a support group. Understanding BPD is the first step towards compassion and effective treatment. By shedding light on this often misunderstood disorder, we can help create a world where those affected by BPD can find the support and understanding they need to thrive.